What? What? We rep the Titans. 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 We rep the Titans. 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 We rep the Titans. 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 We rep the I said Titans. You ready? Yes? You ready? Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, breathe that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right On Screen with Late Night Live. Even though it's not late where I'm at, it might be late where you at. Especially shout out to Eon001 because he out there across the pond, so it's probably late for him. But you got me, your boy NERDSoul, NERDSoul, and NERDSoul Light in the house to represent for you. So we having a good time, and we just checked out that new Titans, and last time we spoke, we were talking about telling the truth, clearing out, exercising the demons, freeing yourself, if you will, opening yourself up to be able to, to receive. Yep, that's right. You want to receive and be able to clear not only your conscience, but those around you. You know what I'm saying? Be able to clear those around, be able to make them feel good, make them feel as if things have been reconciled. You know what I'm saying? See if it's as if it's all done and taken care of, and you feeling good and I'm feeling good. Now, before we get started, if you ain't caught up, we about to get straight into it. We open up and we're getting that truth that Dick Grayson was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He was on some like, yo, check it. We did some bad stuff, but it was my plan. I messed up, and I didn't know what to expect from Hank when he hit him. Like at first, I was like, is he gonna hit him? And then he kind of paused for a second, so I was like, all right, maybe he's not gonna hit him, maybe he's gonna hug him. But nah, he straight up cold cock your boy, busted him straight up in the head. Now, I see there's some people that's checking this out. What's up? Welcome. Nice to see you. If you check out Titans, is good. We can talk. It's an open, safe space for you to talk about Titans here. I don't know if I can be down with Hank hitting, Dick the way he did, because as Raven said later, like you were there too. Like this was like nobody twisted your arm. Nobody was forcing you at gunpoint to be here with this kid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was here forcing you to be that secondary person. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, was blackmailing you, and nobody was lying to you, except the last part what we'll talk about. But all of you knew what you were there to do. You were there to use Jericho as a means to get close to Destro. We knew it, they knew it, and they were willing participants. So to sit there in front like that wasn't their plan, especially when it comes to Donna, act like she didn't know or act like they were maybe too good for that. That was kind of messed up on, and not saying that, Dick is completely absolved of all wrongdoing, but just saying that, for them to act like they don't know nothing, like, their hands is clean, it's like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you know better. Now, with that said, a house divided cannot stand. And now we see the master plan of Deathstroke. Deathstroke wants, Dick Grayson to be as alone or to feel as alone as he does now. I lost my family. I want you to lose your family. Only thing is a slight, is a slight miscommunication, because even though, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to let me get there first. Even though you lost your family, you set this in motion. Like, we didn't come after Jericho for nothing. You killed Aqualad in trying to kill someone else, but you killed Aqualad, and you have killed many others. Matter of fact, you put your family in danger way before we knew who you were. You know what I'm saying? So don't be fronting, don't be out here fronting like, like we took your family. You took your family, my brother. Now, with that said, things have transpired. And seeing how alone and lonely, and I don't know if solemn would also be a term that I want to throw, but Dick Grayson is feeling it. And he thought, like old girl said, you thought you were going to clear your conscience by apologizing to me. But it wasn't enough. And we saw that he ran, and now I guess he wants to punish himself by going to jail. We'll see how long that lasts. You know what I'm saying? One, he's an ex-cop. Two, he has a friend or two in high places. So we'll see. We'll see how this rolls out. Speaking of that friend in a high place, where in the world is Bruce Wayne? Because he said, yo, when Connor wakes up, call Bruce. And that's exactly what Guard did. Yeah, he called Bruce. That's what I'm saying. And he ain't even pick up. Yeah. I know. He ain't pick up nothing. And I'm like, speaking of a pickup, you know what I'm saying? Let a brother, pick up a grape. But he didn't pick up. And you think that a call from the Titans or a call from, the Titans Tower or Dick Grayson or any of those guys would, at least Alfred could get it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could pick this joint up. And seeing that there's no answer or response, maybe he's already busy. Maybe he knows the situation that he's on the way. We don't know. But we do know, you see, he got his little baby hair hurt. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Ben 10 later. We're going to get into that later. Ben 10, Ben got his little hair hurt. Piece on the back of his head. But seeing as how there's no response, that makes me wonder a lot on what Bruce is doing at the time. Because, Dick Grayson said, yo, he's going to want to meet, Cal. And Cal should know that he is alive, that he exists. So you gotta give him something. You have to introduce and make them, aware of each other. So we'll see how that plays out. But I just did think it was weird that, that he wasn't there, and no one was there to answer the call. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was strange. But one thing I do like is that this forces all of them to kind of deal with their part, the hand they took, and the part they played. I mean, except like Gar and Rachel, and Jason Todd has been in some stuff, but he didn't do anything with this. And seeing how they have to deal with it, because this is fallout on multiple levels. You know what I'm saying? Like the older team is dealing with what they've done together, not like Dick was by himself. I mean, well, I guess he initiated it, but then they kept it in line. And then you got the young team, and then you got Star out there that's kind of like trying to figure out what's going on with her crazy sister. You know what I'm saying? Which we'll talk about that in a second. This whole thing with the self-righteousness might be their biggest problem that they deal with, where each one of them feels like they have to be blameless and be in the right. Because you see how Hank and Dawn, kind of went back to the same exact town. I was wondering when it said Wyoming, I was like, are they going back to the same place? Why would you go right back where you was, bruh? Like, seriously? Seriously, though, you gonna go right back to the same town? So yeah, old girl was right to be like, you got my brother killed. Now, no, the anger is misplaced, but still there is anger to be had, because your interaction with this, I don't know, it's weird. Like they put him in danger and then they also didn't at the same time. I mean, his connection to them put him on Dr. Light's radar, and you can't fake the phone call on that. So I guess you got to give him that. And she's got a point. She got a reason to be mad. With Donna, we're kind of in midair with Donna. You know what I'm saying? She's sort of paid by her friends losing as well. The lady at the gallery and all that. But Raven, she went off on her own. We don't know where she'll be. Connor goes crazy. Well, not really crazy. I mean, he did sort of what he thought was right. He goes crazy out in the middle streets of San Francisco. Who knows what in the world that's going to bring to a head? And why would Gar take him out? I mean, well, I guess Gar didn't know his full extent of his abilities. And also Gar doesn't know his mentality either. So I guess it's not all his fault. But Dick said, call Bruce. He called him. Nobody picked up. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Just keep him locked in the house forever? I mean, you got to get some sunshine. You know what I'm saying? The boy got to get some light. So, you know, I can't dog out Gar completely for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like he ain't know homie was going to flip like that. Now, he was wrong for just dipping. But, I mean, I guess he was like, I don't know how to handle this. Like, yo, like, look, I got to hit the eject button. He's like, I gotta go. Gotta go. So I don't really know how to handle someone this powerful and in this much trouble already. Like, dude is like on GTA like 4 stars or something like that. Like come on, dude, it's crazy right now. So with all that said, we also get some more lore into, of course, Starfire and her crazy sister Blackfire. And I love this because in a small way we're starting to see the fuller implications of the universe that they're in. And you know, there's not just stuff on Earth going on, and seeing that like, yo, your sister sent all these people. You know, sent all these people. She's crazy. She's killing folks. She killed your parents. How is that going to go down? And knowing that Blackfire is probably not going to give up, and probably will serve as being a pretty good long-term villain, which is something that I think is going to be extremely cool to have someone who's like always sort of there, but not, you know, not a direct threat, but always able to pull a card or two if need be. With that said, how long do you guys think this is going to last as far as this separation of the team? Do you think they're going to be separate for 2-3 episodes? I'm like, yo, look, bruh, we got one more episode. Like, you can't be doing all this, all right? Like, and maybe that's the lesson to be learned, is that this season the bad guy won. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just how it is. And I'm not completely against that, because sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you don't win. Sometimes you don't come out on top. Or sometimes it's a little bit of column A and column B. Because Dick is not in a good place. Rachel is definitely not in a good place. Gar is the only one that's like at the tower, and Dick Grayson foolishly left him in charge. Dude, we don't know what Connor can do. Like, why would he even? Don't get me started. Him with that self-pity and all that stuff, that's putting everybody in danger in a way that's not even necessary to be in that much danger. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, dude's tripping. Yeah, hi. So with that said, one, where do you think Starfire goes from here? Two, what do you think happens to Dick Grayson in jail if he goes that far? It might just be, and you know, he might just be in holding or something to get out. What do you think Gar and Connor do? Because I assume Connor did not get subdued and put into jail. Also, this definitely puts him on the radar for Cadmus, because he is definitely not dead. So there's a lot of questions that we got going on into this, and I'm excited for next week, man. I'm super excited for next week. I don't know what we're gonna get. I was thinking that we were gonna be definitely heading in another direction. I was talking about Rose and the possibility of her maybe being the new Tara, but we see that's not true. I was also thinking of possibly her and Jason Todd getting together, which seems like it might be going on, but we just don't know. Hank and Dawn are splitting. I don't really care. Hank and Dawn are interesting to me from a historical world building standpoint. Like, oh, these are old heroes that feel this way. They provide this context to a Dick Grayson that we don't know. A whole another situation based around that. But with that said, I don't care about them singing. I don't. I'm not interested in them singing at all whatsoever. Them singing is not important to me at all. And it's annoying watching that scene. It was just a whack scene. It was a whack scene. I doubt it was them singing. If it was them singing, it makes it even cornier. It's like, what you trying to get? You trying to get popping off Titans now? It just seemed corny to me, extremely corny. Got on my nerves, and I hated that scene. That scene blew like a really dope episode for me. Straight blew it, and I was just like, yo, I'm kicking it on this episode, and y'all killing me right now. Like y'all are really, really killing me with this little number. Talk about ain't no mountain high enough. But anyway, guys, holla at me. I'ma holla at you. Down in the comments, let's talk Titans. I'm excited. Let's see what goes on next week. I don't know where we're gonna end up, man. I thought we were definitely gonna be heading towards a more positive or maybe even a boiling point with Deathstroke, but it looks like he has won by completely breaking up the team and deflating the team at the same time. So, guys, before I bounce, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, iHeartRadio podcast, all that good stuff. And please hit that subscribe. Go on and share it to your folks. Hit that thumbs up. Now, you can hit that thumbs down, but I'm going to send Hank and Dawn after you. And they ain't going to hurt you. This is going to sing over and over and over. So, guys, from us to you, we thank you so much for chilling with us, hanging with us, late night live, late morning live, late evening live, whatever it is. So, until then, we're just saying peace. Peace, peace, baby, peace.